All right, anybody can hear me? Need an audio check? All right, anybody can hear me? Need an audio check? Good. All right. If you can hear me okay, just please let me know in the audio that you can hear and see my screen okay. I would greatly appreciate it. This is the American Contractors, Rich Morris, calling you and making this video. Calling out to you. If you on this live stream, appreciate you. Oh, okay. Alabama Russ, you can hear me. Great. Am I loud and clear? Am I 5x5, as you say in the military? I got to give props to Alabama Russ. Got to give him props. He hung in there with me for the last probably hour. I don't know how long we've been working these technical issues, and it's a operator error. It was my fault. My fault. All right, let's get started here. First article I want to talk about is from the War Zone. Actually, it's thedrive.com. Thedrive.com. I want you to look at this title right up here. The National Guard just simulated a cyber attack that brought down utilities nationwide. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Let me, there's one more thing I need to do. Bring my notes for today, just to make sure I have them. Now, this is live, folks. I mean, I might make a mistake, but let's do this. All right. The National Guard simulated in a cyber attack that brought down the whole grid, all the utilities across the United States. They just brought them down. Now, it was a simulation. And when the military does a simulation, something like this, a magnitude like this, you better take notice. And my reason why is because let's look at this. Let me bring this other web page to you. Cyber Polygon. Have you heard about this? Cyber Polygon. Now look at the top here. World Economic Forum. What's going to happen is on July the 9th, folks, July the 9th, which is what? Less than 2 weeks? Maybe about 2 weeks. Digitalization is accelerating everywhere. New digital ecosystems are forming all around us, creating unnoticed linkages across services and supply chains. So what is Cyber Polygon? It's a unique cybersecurity event that combines the world's largest technical training exercise for corporate teams and online conference featuring senior officials from international organizations and leading corporations. So on July the 9th, they're going to have this. Let's look at the actual website. This is cyberpolygon.com. Cyberpolygon.com. Look at this. July the 9th, 2021. This is from the United Nations World Economic Forum. And they're going to talk about how to bring down grids, how to bring down utilities, how to stop logistics by ransomware, some type of cyber attack. Concept 2021. Look at this. World Economic Forum supports Cyber Polygon. And you can go to this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to this, check this out. This is Cyber Polygon, July the 9th, 2021. And believe me, I will be paying attention to this. I will make a point to watch this because it all ties in. Remember, I just showed you. National Guard just simulated a cyber attack that brought down the utilities nationwide. We can read this. National Guards just completed 2-week training exercise, which saw them respond to simulated cyber attack that took our critical utilities across the United States. The exercises have become an annual event, but this year took an even more significance after coming on the heels of several major ransomware and cyber attacks that crippled large parts of the American infrastructure in recent months. You know, it's very interesting. Here's the military. And they're just doing their tabletop exercise, taking down the grid. Quote here, we do it in an exercise environment so that when it does happen, see that, folks? See that, ladies and gentlemen? We do it in an exercise environment. So when it does happen, we've already got those relationships established, not just from National Guard, but from all our critical infrastructure, our federal, local, state partners. Major Ryan Miller, State Cyber Operations Officer for the Connecticut Army National Guard. We've established those lines of communication, and then it's that much easier to get together and respond. This is all from the Cyber Command, U.S. Cyber Command, U.S. Cyber Com for short. And this is what they have planned for everybody, folks. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll get to them. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I just want to get this information out there because it's a problem. It's going to be a problem. So I hope you're ready for Cyber Polygon. It's going to happen on July the 9th. You know, like I said, I'll be watching this very closely. Let's look at another one. Let's look at what the Russians are doing. Well, I can tell you what we are not doing. How about this? How about that? How about what we're not doing? Wonder if I saved it. Let me hold on one second. You know, let me show you this real quick. This website right here, DoD. This is June 25th. This was yesterday. From the U.S. Department of Defense. Look at this. DoD partners to up their cybersecurity game. You know, they want partners. Everybody gives the military credit, but I'm telling you, working with them, you know, they're learning too. And the best people who are doing cybersecurity are your private corporations, your prime defense corporations. They're the ones that are really good. Why? Because they pay the higher salaries. They pay those guys pretty good. So they're going to stick around. They're not going to go in the military. Military is just like the entry level a job for them in cybersecurity. Then they get out and then they get the real schooling from the prime contractors or just small contractor outfit. But the Department of Defense is looking for partners. It's because they can't do it alone. They just got people outsmart them. Google outsmarts them. Amazon, Microsoft. Let's see what the Russians are doing. I want to talk about the Russians because it's troubling to me. I'm ex-military. Like I said, I used to be in the Army, and I see things, and it's not good. How about this one right here? Microsoft confirms a new cyber attack by a group linked to SolarWinds hack. This is today, June 26th. All they're trying to do, they're publishing all these stories in the news talking about cyber hacks, cyber attacks on our infrastructure, utilities, and they're just getting you impressioned in your mind that this is going to happen, that something like this could happen in America, which we know they're thinking about it because I just showed you this article right here. All right. The Russian-based hacking group, which goes by various names, including Nobilium, launched a new campaign using password spray and brute force attacks. That's why it's so important to have identity theft in your arsenal. I don't even know what happened. Let's see. There we go. So you got to have some type of identity theft. And just to protect yourself, because it's just going to get worse. They will get all your data. All these ransomware attacks, the first thing they do, when they do a ransomware attack to any kind of corporation or manufacturer, they already copied all the data. And that's why these corporations are paying. Because if they don't pay, ladies and gentlemen, if they don't pay for the ransomware, they're out of business. They go out of business. That's why Colonial Pipeline paid. That's why the JBS company that meat processing paid. Because if they don't get their data encrypted, they don't get their data back, they don't have a business anymore. Because that's why all small businesses, that's why they're in business, because of their data. They didn't have their data and their software, they'd be out of business. So this is another article that's trying to get you in your mind that something's getting ready to happen. Again, I already told you July the 9th, Cyber Polygon. And I bet everybody listening to this never even heard of it. I bet they never even saw this either. The National Guard just simulated a cyber attack that brought down the utilities nationwide. All right, let's go to another one. Here's something troubling right here. I want to talk about the Chinese, but we'll talk about the Chinese for a second. Nike, everybody knows about Nike brand shoes and the Nike brand. Look at this guy. He's the CEO of Nike. He says a brand of China and for China. And Alabama Russ talks about prevention on the front end, protection on the back end. Yes, that's what we need on the identity theft, protecting yourself from identity theft. And we have that product. If you want to learn more about it, just go ahead and reach out. Make a comment below or reach out to me. But this CEO of Nike says he abandons the American roots. As CEO describes, they are a brand of China and for China. Everybody in America should not shop at Nike ever again. Alabama Russ, what do you think about that? Alabama Russ, are you still out there in cyberspace? What do you think about Nike? Yep. Secure keyword prevention, front end software to get and back end protection. You got that right. Right there. That's all it's all about, folks. All right. Now let's see what the Russians are doing. Let's see what the Russians are doing. Bear with me a second here. I gotta. Let's go back to the U.S. military. It's another article about the U.S. military. Now, I spent several years in Afghanistan, actually about 7. I was in Jalalabad, which is about 50 miles from the Pakistani border. It's a major city, Jalalabad. Gets about 120 degrees starting from about June 1 to, I don't know, all the summer months, 120 degrees. And I've never seen a container catch on fire, ever. And believe me, we had plenty of ammunition being stored on our bases, on our FOBs, forward operating bases. And I've never seen, look at this article right here, for the third time in a week. Third time in a week. How is this even possible? Look at that. Third time in a week, a military vehicle burns in or around Utah. This is June 22nd. This is not a year old. This is 4 days ago. Evanston, Wyoming. For the third time in a week, a military vehicle caught fire while traveling on or near Utah roads. Look at that. I've never seen that. I've never seen that at all. Oops. Right there. For the third time in a week, a military vehicle caught fire while traveling on or near Utah roads. There's something going on. Someone or something is sabotaging our military convoys. A spokesman for the Utah National Guard said both cases in Utah were involved in training exercises. See it again, training exercises, and were believed to be transporting the vehicles during or in the end of those exercises. And they're trying to blame it on the heat wave. All three fires occurred during a record heat wave in Utah with multiple days of triple-digit temperatures. I call BS on this. Yep, I call BS on that. Something's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go back. What's going on with the Russians? Let me see if I can pull this up. Well, for one, right here, Russia sends fighter jets capable of firing hypersonic Kinzhal missile to Syria for the first time as part of the Mediterranean training. They're also doing training off of the. Hold on, let me do this real quick. They were 30 miles from Hawaii. Right here. So Russian warships came within just 34 miles of Hawaii during recent drills. You know, the top U.S. military command in the Pacific says that Russian naval vessels passed between 23 and 35 miles of the Hawaiian Islands at one point during their recent exercise in the region. And they're practicing how to take out aircraft carriers. Right here. Russia practices destroying enemy carriers in Pacific drills, sending U.S. alarm bells ringing. That's why about a week and a half ago, they launched 4 F-22 Raptors to go intercept this Russian group here to see what was going on right here. They launched F-22 Raptors, stealth fighters, scrambled from Hawaii in response to Russian activities in the region. So they're practicing. They are practicing how to take down a carrier, not China's carriers, our carriers. They're not worried about China because they're working together behind the scenes. They're not worried about them at all. So this is very important. Another piece of the puzzle to put together. This is very disturbing to me. But what's our military doing? Let's see what our military is doing. Let me show you something. This is from leoholman.com. Grave warning from retired Army officer. We have been sold out. Prepare for war. It's coming. This is from leoman.com. And our military, this is this. Virginia Military College is fully implementing critical race theory throughout all of its classes for future military leaders. That's what we're doing. What's the Russians doing? They're practicing destroying enemy carriers. National Guard cutting funding for training to offset the 4 months they spent guarding the U.S. Capitol. Look at that. Look at that. Veterans Administration, I hate this one. The Veterans Administration announced it is offering to pay for transgender surgeries for military vets with your tax dollars. Look at that. That's what our military is doing. Look at that. What's the Russians doing? Right there, they're practicing destroying carriers off of Hawaii. And I know people are going to watch this, so you're crazy, but it's happening. National Guard is launching a photo series celebrating this stupid crap right here. Celebrate, I won't even say that. Might get banned if I say that and might make comments, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That right there. Nellis Air Force Base recently hosted the first ever, I'm not going to say that either because I might get banned. Right there, look at that. First ever, which base officer says it's essential to morale, cohesion, and military readiness. Can you see the problem with that? And this guy, oh, well, I won't say anything bad about him. What's China doing? Right here. What's China doing? It's using technology, if pilfered from U.S. universities, which they are, and corporations to upgrade its military systems on land and sea. It is investing in biological super soldiers, which could be a few years away from reality. These genetically modified soldiers will be bigger, faster, and stronger than any normal human being walking the earth. Good luck fighting against that with the Army celebrating its skirt-wearing trannies. Probably shouldn't have said that, but Kohler decried the U.S. military's ongoing purge of patriotic warriors, implementing what amounts to be a political test of loyalty to the current Biden regime. All right. I'm sure I haven't got any comments on that. Anybody got any comments on that? Nobody's got any comments. All right. I mean, I guess Alabama Rush is on a break. All right. How about this one? My fault. GPS cyber attack falsely placed UK warship near Russian naval base. A GPS cyber attack falsely placed the UK warship near the Russian naval base. They're claiming they veered off track towards this base or whatever because they've been hacked. Their GPS was hacked. This is 24th of June. We're talking about the British here. It's a British ship, HMS Defender. Got hacked. Now they're admitting to it. Russians have very good cyber capabilities. Very good. But remember, this is coming, folks, right here. That's coming right there. So I hope you're prepared for this. What would you do if your power went out for about 30 days straight? What would you do? Let's look at some other stuff here. All right. Anybody got any comments? Oh, Alabama Russ. SmackDown. Yep, it sure would be. Military SmackDown is what is needed for the USA military. Straighten them up and straighten them out. I like those little banners. I like that. But we have a lot of people in here that hate our military and hate our country. It's very sad. But they're in our country, they're in our government, and they hate our country. And they're doing whatever they can to destroy the military, to make us weak for the coming war that's coming. All right, let me, Alabama, let me show you something else that I can do here on this thing. Show me. Let me show you something. Hold on 1 second. Check that out. It's pretty nice, huh? Alabama Russ. Yeah, I can change the colors too. Make it red. Make it red and white. There's two people in this room that's got a bad day. Took them a long time to straighten out the technical issues, which is my end, but we got it all straightened out now. Now I know what to do. I hope the audio is still coming in good. I had to buy a new microphone, which I needed one anyways. But hope everybody's doing good today on this Saturday, June 26th. All right, Alabama Russ talked about it's time to promote prevention and protection with Identity USA, something that everyone needs. All right. Basically, what he's talking about is a product that will help you protect your identity from being stolen, also protect you from these cyber attacks, these hackers, keyloggers. Because once these cyber attacks, they get going here, and they will be. They're getting worse every single day because they see us as vulnerable to our, our infrastructure, because no one thinks about this stuff. And the information that we have is that just going to get worse for cyber attacks. So the best way to protect yourself is to have a service called Endpoint Lock. And what this does is hides your keyboard from a hacker. Your keyboard will be invisible. Now, there's some of these larger banks and large law firms that use this software, and so does the U.S. military, because they know about the key logging situation. And if you don't know what a keylogger is, basically it's a software that's downloaded unbeknown to you. It's downloaded onto your phone or down to your laptop or desktop or a tablet. And once you type in your information, like your username, your password, if you go to your banking website and you type it in, all your security stuff, all your passphrases, everything you type will be transmitted to the cyber hacker. So we have to use this security software to protect yourself. And a lot of people use it. I use it on my computer. I use it on my phone. So anytime you use sensitive information inside your computer or your cell phone, you turn on your endpoint lock, and it protects you from transmitting not transmitting, but having a keylogger record your personal information. And just like Alabama Russ, he's certainly correct. I know he knows about it because he uses it himself. Create invisible barriers so that cyber criminals can't steal your data. If they can't see it, they can't steal it. So if you're interested in learning more about that, learn more. Hold on a second. Yep. Let's put a banner up. If you're interested in learning more about that, you can feel free to give me a call. But that's very good software. Plus, there's a package there where you can protect your identity theft. People don't know this, but I'll do another live on protecting yourself from identity theft. People don't know there's over 20 different categories of identity theft. People don't even know about synthetic identity theft. You can go look this up on Google. Synthetic identity theft. It's probably the hardest fraud you can catch. Banks can't catch it. They try to, but it's tough. All right, we're going on 33 minutes. I think I'm going to end it right here. But like I said, if you want to get a hold of me, call me, Rich Morris, 931-472-4200. And I appreciate you coming to my live stream and watch this. I'll have another one. I'll be doing these since I got the software now and I'm learning it, and do this more often. I like the YouTube lives. It's better to just get the word out. And if you have any questions, give me a thumbs up. Make the comment below. If you have a question, go ahead and write about it. Or you can email me at americancontractor@gmail.com. americancontractor@gmail.com. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.